mean, who can match Gabe Freeman's energy tonight?
So far, nobody except Cyrus on the other side.
That's a good point.
Look at how they gang up on August Story. They know that he's not a guy who really pivots well. He's not really a post player. So it's going to take some time for him to get his shot off. So ayan na yung mga depensa.
Let's go to Patricia.
Well, assistant coach Gia Vanilla was telling me on the stuff that they talked about in the locker room. He shared that the coaches gave props to the players for doing well on both ends on the floor, generally in the first half, but the fact that they allowed Ginebra to score 10 points in fast breaks, offensive rebounds, and putbacks in the last 2 minutes of the first half, well, that was obviously a cause of concern for Coach Shotong Kinsen. Offensively, they're just doing what they focused on in 4 days of preparation. They just gotta buckle down to work again, especially against the zone. Nico?
Thank you, Patricia. Si Patricia naman, babantayan naman ang kampo ng San Miguel for the rest of this game. And Kabagdot pulling up. Ginebra needs someone who can keep Gabe Freeman off the boards.
And if that's a foul on Story, that's going to be number 4 on him. That's right. Sabay siyang tumalong kay Freeman. Kaso nauna si Freeman. Mas mataas tumalong si Freeman. Natamaan niya yung kamay mo. 4 fouls already for Story.
There it is. Arm contact, body contact. Back to live action.
Contact lenses.
Kanina, tanggal na si Jay Washington. Nahanap ba?
Back to a 14-point lead here for the Beermen. Balik na naman sa 15 yung marginal line for the 38 parallel.
Here's Kagiwa on the right side. Elterbrand. Fast and Furious on the floor. And Fearless fires. Oh, got it! Yes, sir!
May foul pa. Dumating si Arvin Santos and really almost knocked him down. But Tubin with a spectacular shot and a chance for a 4-point play.
Ronald Tubin is... He's trying to get Ginebra's blood going here with his offense.
He's really made a name for himself already with the Ginebra squad. He's as popular as any of them simply because of his style. Mabigat pa dumipensa, magaling pa umarte, saka magaling kumuha rin ng rebound. No? So, kompletong player rin yan.
Freeman.
Washington talking to him all day. They look at me, you cut in from the weak side, I'll get you the ball there all day.
Elterbrand, Story, goes up, and the layup is good. Bobby Story now with 10 points.
I like the way he avoided the contact because he was very close being called for a charging if he got banged into the... Oh, there was another pass.
62-51, San Miguel still on top. Ginebra tries to go inside, that backfires. And Kabagdol goes all the way for 2.
Look what happened there. If Kabagdol should have missed, there were 3 San Miguel players there. Poor Elterbrand, he was all alone. Nobody told him out.
So Alex Kabagdol makes it a 13-point game, 64-51. And Kabagdol with a swipe. And Washington all the way for 2. Just boundless energy coming from the San Miguel Beermen with 8 and 12 remaining, and they're back on top 66-51. Back in a moment. Jay Washington sustained the cut under his right eye during the first quarter, left the game. Now he's back and helping San Miguel dominate this ball game with a cold slam dunk. That play was created by the hustle of Alex Kabagdon. The theme for this game has been San Miguel's energy. Here's Tubin.
Well, Tubin really is fearless when he gets into the lane. He never looked down at the defender. What he's doing is looking upstairs. And if that's a foul on Gabe Freeman, that's number 4 too. So both imports will be in the same story.
Ikaw, ha?
I got you to smile, buddy. Don't worry about it.
a doctor who's smiling. Kasi pag inakasi mga doktor, that's not good news.
Malamang mahalang singil siya.
Siguro, mahal yung binayad ko, kaya nakangiti yung doktor. Right now, Ginebra looking for a way to cure their issues here in this ball game.
Well, I think their energy level na ng Ginebra is there. Ang problema, yung quality ng game nila kumpara doon sa game ng San Miguel. San Miguel is able to take out Gabe Freeman now and bring in Daniel Ildefonso. But so far, John's been doing a good job just trying to hang on there, hang on. Hopefully, he can get a little bit closer.
Arwin Santos for 3. Yes, sir!
Alam mo, these two teams are sister teams. But even in the past, with different other players, they never like each other. Para bang, kayo masyadong popular gusto namin gano'n, so on and so forth. So they've never really given up anything against each other. Talagang laban yan.
Monteveros, alley-oop!
Kanina, 11 na lang yung lamang yan. Ngayon, 20 na naman.
If this San Miguel team, if they were adjusting in their first 2 games, they're no longer adjusting now because they're playing beautiful music together. And they're doing it against Ginebra with the leadership and the team standings on the line. And Tubit, well, he's plugging away here, but 1-2 is not enough.
That's right. You certainly got to need more help. Eric Menk and Selena Cruz are about to go to the scorer's table to come in.
Still an 18-point lead para sa San Miguel, 71-53 as we near the halfway mark of the third.
We don't really know the story about JJ. You know, he may be injured, he may be suffering from a flu or whatever, but certainly his movements are quite different from the JJ Helterbrand that we know.
Alex Cabagdon is really making heads turn in this conference. Kung may mga tao na maaaring nagtaka, bakit kinuha siya ng San Miguel? At lalo pang nagtaka nung nakita siya as a starting point guard, ay hindi na sila nagtataka ngayon.
Yeah, you know, because of his entry, actually natanggal na sa starting point guard si Jonas Villanueva, and Miranda gets really very little playing time. Sometimes he even has to come in as a shooting guard. Pero nag-trade rin yan, di ba, binigay nila si Cortez, who himself was having problems, but he certainly is playing well with Air. Ang dami nga former Air 21 players nandun. Tubig. Si
Arwin.
Ang dami dyan. Si Yancy. Sa kabila naman.
By the way, that second free throw earlier was brought to you by B. McDerby's Premium Formula. Dito ka na sa Liamado. 6 and 17 remaining here in the third.
Kung gusto niyo mapanood ang Liamado sa Merkules, may laban sila against the Barako Energy Coffee. Second game, Coca-Cola. Toketex, maganda rin laban yan. Magandang pasa yun, so Story getting a basket there. And we'll go to the free throw line. Well, with John Chico, kahit 4 fouls yung Story, dyan ka na. You know, I'm not taking you out, not like with Freeman was being released.
Right now, Barangay Big Dome awfully quiet with 6:01 remaining here in the third. Here's Washington.
Carrying the ball.
And Panisi comes in for Jay Washington. Sacrifice a little mobility for a lot of muscle.
And also
a lot of defense.
And a guy at the post that will sort of intimidate the cutting of guys like Story. But he'll be matched up against Eric Menk. Nick Panisi.
Here's Menk outside Story. Story on the move. Layup is good.
Well, Ginebra already has a warning for delay of the game. Good thing the referee didn't call that because that would be a technical foul against him.
Aldi Story with 14 points. Pareho sila ni Ronald Tubit. 5.5 remaining in the third. Panisi for 3. Story with a rebound. And Salino Cruz will start this